Magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat. I believe we all know the story of Job. We heard from his book in the first reading today. Job lost everything. He lost his properties. He lost all his wealth. And he also lost his loved ones, his family. And in the book of Job, we read about his crisis of faith. Kung paano siya nag-struggle dahil sa hirap na ito. Kung paano siya nag-struggle sa pananampalataya. And in the first reading today, we heard how described life. He said that life is a drudgery. Napakabigat ng buhay. Napakahirap. He felt like a hireling. Para siyang upahan na ang buhay ay para bang trabaho lang. Naghihintay ng sahod. Sa Tagalog po na first reading, ang sabi doon, ang buhay ay batbat ng tiisin, dumaranas ng kalungkutan, at walang hinahanap kundi pahinga. Napaka-pessimistic, no? Pero alam niyo po, ang biyaya ng Diyos, kahit ganito ang nangyari kay Job, Job remained faithful to the Lord. Hindi po lumayo, hindi po tumalikod. Subalit, nanatiling tapat sa Panginoon. Oo, nagtanong, maraming tanong, maraming paghahanap ng saysay sa nangyayari sa kanyang buhay. Subalit, hindi tumalikod sa Diyos, nanatiling nananalig at nagtitiwala sa Panginoon. My dear friends, all of us, we all have our own losses. We all have our own stories of difficulties, our own stories of trials, our own stories of pain and hardship. Walang exempted dyan. Lahat tayo meron. And even made worse by this pandemic. Bago po nag-pandemic, may pagsubok na tayo. Dinagdagan pa ng sobra-sobra ng pandemic na ito. So many has lost loved ones this past year. Alam niyo po ba, may schedule na ako ng misa para sa 1-year death anniversary ng isang kaibigan kong namatay dahil sa COVID. Mag-iisang taon na tayo eh. At sigurado ako marami pang kasunod dito. Mga death anniversary. Many got sick because of this pandemic. How can we imitate Job? How can we make sure that even in these difficulties, even in this hardship and pain, we remain faithful to the Lord? Paano nga ba manatiling tapat sa Panginoon? And we look to Jesus for answers in the gospel today. Particularly, we look at His action. Dalawang bagay po na ginawa ni Jesus sa Ebanghelyo ngayon. The first, we are told, Jesus went off to a deserted place and prayed. nag-isa at nanalangin para makaisa ang Ama. Connection with God. That's very important. Second, towards the end of the gospel today, when the disciples were looking for Jesus, Jesus reminded his disciples that they should not stop. He said, "Let us continue to go to the nearby villages, for I am sent for this purpose." No? Hindi nag-focus sa sarili, kundi nag-focus sa pagbisita sa mga bayan, sa mga tao. Connection with others. Two important things in the action of Jesus in the gospel today. Connection with the Father and connection with people around Him. Sabi po ni Pope Francis, talking about human fraternity, sabi niya, "No one can experience the beauty of life without relating to others, without real faces to love." No one will experience the beauty of life without relationships, without going beyond ourselves and connecting to God and connecting to people around us, relating to others, relating to God. Jesus in the Gospels tell us the greatest commandment, loving God, loving others. My dear friends, we have our own difficulties. Sige, magmukmok kung kailangan. Magkulong sa kwarto kung kinakailangan. Umiyak mag-isa kung kinakailangan. Magtago kung kinakailangan. Subalit, hindi dito tatapusin ang pagharap sa pagsubok. Madalas ang nangyayari, sinasabi natin, kawawa naman ako, nahihirapan ako, nasasaktan ako, lagi na lang ako. But Pope Francis reminds us that the strength we are looking for, the inspiration we are looking for, we do not see when we only focus on ourselves. No. We are invited to move beyond ourselves. Because the mystery of Christian life is this: the more we focus on ourselves, the more difficult challenges become. The more we focus on ourselves, the more painful things become. The more we focus on ourselves, the more challenging life become. Because the inspiration we are looking for, the fulfillment we are looking for, the strength we are looking for, every time we are in pain, every time we are in difficulty, we do not find only by focusing on ourselves. No. Jesus invites us to move beyond ourselves and to open ourselves to God and to people around us. Because by connecting to God, we realize that our pain is incomparable with the mercy and love of God. Because by reaching out to people around us, we realize that our difficulties and hardships are not only our own. They are shared. Meron pala tayong kasamang humaharap sa pagsubok. Sige, kaawaan ang sarili kung kinakailangan. Magmukmok kung kinakailangan. Magkulong sa kwarto kung kinakailangan. Lumayo sa madami kung kinakailangan. Pero pagkatapos mag-isa, magbukas ng puso sa Diyos at sa mga taong nakapaligid sa atin. Dahil sa pagbubukas ng puso sa Diyos, matatanto natin na wala pala sa kalingkingan ng pagmamahal ng Diyos ang mga hirap na kinakaharap natin. Dahil sa pagbubukas ng puso sa kapwa, matatanto natin na may kasama pala tayong nahihirapan. Hindi pala tayo nag-iisa sa pagharap ng pagsubok na ito. Pope Francis reminds us that the beauty of life is found when we find faces to love. The beauty of life is found when we find the face of God, when we find the faces of people around us. Kailangan po natin ang panahon sa sarili. Kailangan po yun. Kailangan nating mag-reflect, mag-examine. Kailangan nating maging conscious, maging mindful ng mga emotions natin, feelings natin, mga reaction natin. Pero hindi tayo hihinto doon. Dahil ang solusyon na hinahanap natin, ang lakas na hinahanap natin, ang kagalingang hinahanap natin, ang inspirasyong hinahanap natin, ay nasa pagbubukas ng ating kalooban sa Diyos at sa mga taong nakapaligid sa atin. Amen.